Okay, there we go. YouTube's looking good. Man, I wish YouTube was easier to set up the live stream. Kind of a pain in the ass. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi, man. Have a good sleep. Appreciate you dropping by. YouTube OP. Well, YouTube streaming is like a little more work than it is when you stream on Twitch, you know? When you stream on Twitch, you can just like basically hit the go live button and you're chilling, but like you have to like schedule a stream and then you have to like set up the stream and then you have to hit live on the web page, and like that's after you do like your thumbnail and everything like that. It's just like a more involved thing if you stream on YouTube. All right, let me. Oh, I forgot I got this set up too. All right. Finally got everything set up-ish. Wait, did I hit the go live button? Surely, right? Surely I actually hit the button. Wait. Maybe I didn't hit the button? No, not like this. No, we did. Yeah. Trolling myself for a second there. Have you tried Heartopia? It was released 4 hours ago? No, I haven't even heard of it. What is it? Is it good? Let me get you guys Stewie cam going. All right, we're good to go. Google it. It's from XD something. It looks like Animal Crossing with like Nintendo Wii characters. It's not on Steam just yet, but you can check it out there. Multiplayer life simulation game crafted for creativity, freedom, and peace. Build your dream home, explore a wide range of hobbies, and forge warm connections with friends in the town full of endless possibilities. So you're playing Heartopia? I mean, shit. Maybe we have to check it out, though. Oh my gosh, they have a corgi. That looks like a corgi-ish, right? Surely. How much do you have to play? How much is it, like, to pay it? To play it, downloaded it from their main site. I opened Twitch to see if the game had streamers and see you looking. Oh, yeah. It's free to play? Wait, how is it gonna be free to play? Like, what's the monetization for it? This actually looks kind of cute. I don't know if it's a game that I would 100% love, but... Skins? The gacha? Wow, okay. Well, shit, maybe... Well, I'll have to look more into it and see more about it. It's city building stuff, huh? Life simulator. Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Are you just like collecting stuff to build your own house and like farm and stuff, or? Apparently you have interactions with the townspeople, so maybe kind of like Stardew Valley-ish to kind of thing. Basically open world Stardew with other players. Oh, okay. So it's multiplayer then. Is it like a shared open world or is it like a co-op multiplayer? It's like another game called Play Together, also on Steam. And you can build your own house. Interesting. Also, I swear that's like a corgi right there. That looks so corgi-ish. Adopt dogs and cats, the dream. Let's pet. There's like 10 other real people in each town, but you can join friends. What do you mean 10 other people? Is it like 10 random players? Like I just get like assigned a town that I live in and then 9 other people live there? Yeah? Wow, okay. That sounds kind of interesting actually. When does it come out on Steam? You said you could just download it from their website? So let's explore gardening, fishing, birding. Birding. Decorate your own house. Dress up outfits. Adopt dogs and cats. New friends, a new story. And then you can build your own house again. Let's party, create unique memories. I'd be shocked if you like this game. There's no combat. Okay, hold on, sir. I mean, hold on, ma'am. Like, I'm not just, you know, someone who only enjoys combat. Come on now. Come on now. Besides versus trees, the Steam version is delayed. This seems like a fun little like cozy game though, you know what I'm saying? This will hold me over until Star Sand Island. Star Sand Island. What is that? Star Sand Island. Yo, aesthetic wise, this is looking much more my aesthetic. For the record, like the character models look like cleaner and stuff. Another game like this, but more Stardew Valley. I backed the Kickstarter for Star Sand Island. I backed like 2 Kickstarters ever. One of them was a complete scam, and the other one actually came out pretty good. But I actually don't have my code for it, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, this is definitely giving me Stardew Valley vibes for sure, for sure. IMO. I actually applied to be an IMO creator. So, or Animo, sorry, Animo. So we'll see. I applied to their beta and I applied to be a content creator with Animo. Not IMO, sorry. I tried the beta, it was fun. You got in the beta for Animo? Really? I didn't even hear about it until the Game Awards, like a couple of weeks. You got in the beta too? Damn, when was the beta? What beta did you guys get into? I'm hoping like I was back on like right before Christmas. They sent me an email and they were like, "Hey, you should apply to for our creator program." And I was like, "Sure." So I mean, I would love to do it. That honestly, Animo sounds like exactly my kind of game. I love like Power World and stuff. I think it'd be super cool to do like a Power World series with people too. Like just have a like I don't know how we would do it, but like maybe we just pick a public server for like a bunch of people to play on. Although I don't know if anyone in my community plays Power World, so Heartopia not your style. I wouldn't say it's not my style. It just looks more. It looks like it's catering more to that like younger like me audience. You know what I mean? Like look how much these look like Nintendo Wii characters. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. More, it's 16 plus only. Wait, what? Wait, Heartopia is 16 plus? Wait, why? This game right here definitely looks more my style. Maybe it's literally just the graphics, to be honest. Like, it just looks like more, you know what I mean? Like, these look, again, they look like me characters. But, like, this is like an actual, like, you know, because they said so. Wow. No, Pink. It's not meant to be like a, you know, like a slight or anything like that. It's just the aesthetic, maybe. It's just the aesthetic, right? Look how much more, like, you know, different these look. I doubt you'd like Heartopia. No, I meant WoW to 16 plus. Okay, good. Yeah, why is it 16 plus? Do you guys know? Maybe it's because you interact with other people. Honestly, this one right here, though, this is kind of like... Wait, there's a Star Sand Island demo. I'm gonna add Star Sand Island to my wish list, because honestly, Star Sand Island looks sick. When does Star Sand Island come out? Plus the game is on a real day timer. Oh, not like this. Yeah. I'm terrible at doing stuff in that. Q1? Oh yeah, you're right. It does say that right there. Duh. Well, I think it's cool. I think this looks cool. Well, I think I'll check this out for sure. And when Animo comes out, surely we get into the beta at least, right? Surely we can stream the beta for Animo. Animo, I think, would be sick. Yeah, I don't know if I would get into Heartopia, but maybe. Heartopia. All right, I'm gonna look it up later, okay, guys? Heartopia. And then what was the name of the Steam one again? Store. I'm trolling. What was it? Wait, hold on. Hold up here. There we go. Star Sand, okay. It's a maybe, same, okay. Heartopia, and then Star Sand Island. Is Star Sand Island gonna be free to play too, or is it just Heartopia? A game like this being free to play, by the way, it seems kind of weird, but I gotta get ready for bed. Good night. GG's. Dun. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for those. Honestly, I'd be super down though to stream Animo. Animo sounds really cool. Like I said, hopefully we can get into the beta and maybe even be a creator for that, because that'd be awesome. I don't know how it'll play out though. Also, we didn't get any black flowers. Unfortunate. I'm just gonna plant this here because it's a purple quality. Okay, we just recycle all of these. Okay, we'll be good to go here. I'm hoping we can get that last golden trophy, man. We're so close. I can't bring myself to farm, like, friendship points, though, and stuff. Although we are kind of running out of days, legitimately. It probably wouldn't be too bad to do some runs to try and get the transmog stuff. Because we're, like, you know, we do be running out for real, for real. Alright, we'll recycle. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, let's go do the guild stuff so I don't forget. The guild's a bunch of homies, so we don't want to let them down. And there's always people here. Oh, shit. Guys, I forgot we're broke. Okay, we're less broke. We're okay. We're okay. Can we get these yet? No, we can't yet, right? Because they're locked still. Bro, they're kind of cutting it close. Is it literally going to be the very last week? Open and receive alloy shards and reforged stones required for level 120 gear. Can only be used after the illusion season begins. Random illusion factors. Okay, this is that dream thing. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We're good. We don't have any keys. We're good. We're actually chilling. I forgot we did bosses last night. After reset. Alright, well I think we can more or less... Oh, actually we should check our support character. So I still think what I might do, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but I still think I'm gonna make this character go Icicle in season 2. And then I can just dual spec with the double int. That's my tentative plan at the moment. Okay, we got 2 keys. Just to feel alive. One in life. We do our guild stuff so we can get more materials. We need the materials, so it's worth it. Mm-hmm. Submit. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, let's just check the reclaim hub really quick. Do you know if Skillbook 1-to-1 event is actually happening, or is this a rumor? I read on Maxwell Season 2 guide and it mentioned it as if it was happening for sure. I don't know that it's happening for sure, but people, like you said, have been talking like it is happening for sure. I would say, unfortunately, the reality of the situation is that you probably can't assume that we're getting it until we are getting it. You know what I mean? Until it's actually mentioned somewhere in the Discord or something, I wouldn't make the assumption that we're getting it. I'm hoping personally that we're getting it because, like I said, I would actually switch my healer to be a DPS instead, but again, even I'm not necessarily moving forward with the assumption that that's the case, but okay, fair enough. Yeah, I wish I could say for sure, man, yes or no. By the way, thank you so much for the follow, man. I am SBB. Yeah, I wish I could say for sure, but I'm in the same boat as you guys. I don't actually know if it's happening or not. I hope it is. I hope it is. Wait, what do we have so much points for? Is it just Luno? I guess it's just Luno. Jeez, man. Crazy. Yeah, hopefully it does come. I think, you know, like I said before, I think actually something that they really need to do is they really need to look into making it so that way it's not such a pain in the butt to switch classes. If people felt like they could switch more freely, you know, they already have items in the store that are kind of designed around this, the Astral Recall Key, the Hero's Radiance, stuff like that. Like, they already have things in place to kind of, like, support the idea of switching classes and everything. And if they're really gonna do what they're starting to do, which seems like, you know, very seasonal related power gains for some classes, like Icicle, for example, I think the least they could do would be to make it so that way people can switch more freely, right? If you don't like the way that your tier set plays out next season as Icicle, for example, you're kind of fucked, right? Like, it sucks, but I mean, I don't think that'll be the case. I think it's gonna feel very good for a lot of players, but you see what I mean, right? Like, it's still subjective to some degree, so. And without like an out or wait for people to kind of escape their class if they felt like they need to, it's not gonna be, people are not gonna be feeling good, you know what I mean? It takes too much investment to get going. I think that's like a fundamental problem with the game. Especially for people that want to play other classes. Yeah, I guess they're hoping people spend money to switch classes. Yeah, but I think the time for that is over. You know what I mean? Like, and even then, I would imagine that a lot of whales probably didn't feel very good about spending money on books. So I kind of think that maybe they shouldn't have tried to try and monetize that at all, because like at the end of the day, we are getting 25 books every single week for free. You know what I mean? And if you don't buy them, they just build up in the reclaim shop. Like my Icicle Mage character on my other account has like 300 books that I can go and purchase from the reclaim shop. And that's like a brand new character, right? So I think they're really getting to the point where they shouldn't be trying to monetize class changes or books really at all. Like, maybe it was okay at the beginning, but like, especially as we get more and more seasons in, veteran characters are just going to be able to build for complete free, like multiple characters. You know what I mean? At the end of season 2, you'll probably have 2 fully built specs for free, right? Without spending a single Luno on that kind of stuff. So there we go. Yeah, so hopefully they, you know, and honestly, I think another thing they need to realistically look at too is just making it so that way, like, I don't know, maybe there's a way you could do slots. I think multi-classing in this character would be really cool, and I think it would also encourage people to spend money, to be honest. Because, like, imagines are really where a lot of the power comes from when you want to switch classes. Like this character, for example, right? This character that I have is a healer character, support character, that's currently running Irona and Tina. But I wanted to switch to doing like a DPS character next season. So these aren't going to really be that good for me. So realistically, I had to go and make a couple of purples. But I mean, one of the best things I could do would be to spend money and get a Muku Chief, right? So what's the name of the clickbait is this? What the name of clickbait is this? Whatever you're saying, I'm already got baited. Wait. Where there's no clickbait. There's no clickbait. Why would you say that there's clickbait, sir? Oop, match. Whatever you say, I'm already baited. No, there's no baiting. Until ocean weapons? Oh, man. Dude, I found out some people in my new guild actually have ocean weapons, which is wild, bro. Dude, and somebody that was here last night, they were saying that their guild is full of people that are already looking to buy their second ocean weapon. It's like, wait, what? Thought you already proven the new patches. Thought you already proven the new patches in the previous video. Wait, what do you mean prove in the new patches? The hell's an ocean weapon? The ocean weapons are the level 100 whale weapons. They cost about $2,500 or so, Suyo. And they cost a very specific material that you only get from the nightmare mode raids. And you get 1 per raid per week. So you can get 3 per week. And then if you get lucky, you can get one that goes in the auction house. So the patches for season 2. If you're talking about the video I made and put out today, it's we did do the patch, but I actually forgot one of the classes. My bad. And then there was actually a few more patch notes that came out more recently that I didn't have in that video either. So, oh, affordable. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you consider to be affordable. I wouldn't consider $2,500 affordable for a weapon for one character, but yeah. Is ocean weapon a big deal? I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where if they keep pushing the pay-to-win line in increments, it'll slowly disconnect more and more with players. Yeah, so the ocean weapons are roughly a 10% damage increase, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. That's one thing I really like about this game versus other games that I've come from, like Lost Ark, for example. The difference between a pay-to-win and a non-pay-to-win, and like it can even be like a dolphin pay-to-win versus like a whale pay-to-win, is like staggering. Like, as a dolphin compared to a free-to-play in Lost Ark, you're looking at probably, they're going to do like maybe 20 to 30% more damage than you, and then a whale might do like 2 to 3 times your damage. You know what I mean? So the effects of pay-to-win are crazy. I mean, I've already spent 1.1k in this game. What's another 2.5, then a 50? 10%? Oh, hell no. Hey, you also get a very rare skin, okay? Nobody in the game has these skins, right? So, and they do look cool. I'll show you what the skins actually look like. The healer one isn't the best, but even that one looks pretty good. The sword, bro, I want the sword on my main. And keep in mind, too, you can get these, I think, in the long run as a free-to-play. It just, like, what, I think they calculated it out, and it's gonna take, like, 30-something weeks, 35 weeks or some shit. Yeah, so once you have your weapon, it will actually show up here at the gear crafter. So you can see the, this is what the ocean weapon looks like for this character. I think it's very nice looking compared to this. Like, this is a very generic looking weapon. So the blue weapon, I feel like, looks actually pretty nice. 27 weeks and becomes irrelevant by the time you can get it. Yeah, true. I think you get to keep the weapon skin, though. I might be wrong about that, but I think you get to keep the weapon skin. So eventually, 27 weeks, I'll get the weapon skin. Eventually, on my main, not on the alts. I haven't been doing nightmare mode raids on the alts, man. It's just not worth it. It's just not, like, I just don't care that much. On the alts. I felt no aura on that skin. All of the healer weapons are like that, though. I wouldn't necessarily blame the weapon skin. The healer weapon skins kind of suck. Let me run the numbers. I just need to divorce my wife. Dude, you're you know, you're one step closer. No, but for real, guys, it's not like, I never would recommend anyone spending that kind of money. If you want to spend like $50, $100 or whatever, something responsible, or, you know, hell, if you want to spend $2,500, as long as you can do it responsibly, you do you. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge, and if that makes you happy at the end of the day, you spend your money however you want. However, I'm not recommending anyone spend money on like that. If you're gonna spend money, the thing that I would recommend spending money on would honestly be like R5 Imagines. 10% on a temporary weapon increase that I don't even know is gonna carry over to Season 2 or past Season 2, I think is not worth it. But like an R5 Muku Chief for like most DPS classes would probably go pretty fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think it would cost that much by comparison. I think it's probably like at least half the cost, if not less, and I think your value is just way better. Hey, give me 50 and I'll do what you want. Give you 50? Hell no. Hell no, sir. I don't even have money to spend like that on my own account. I can't be spending money like that on your guys' account. You guys gotta remember out here, I'm broke as shit, okay? I'm broke, man. I gotta be free to play. I already have R4 Muku Chief. I felt nothing from it. Well, I'm pretty sure people say that the R5 version is like the best out of all of them because you get like an additional passive or whatever. But believe me, sir, if you feel nothing, it's because you don't know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? If you took it off, I'm sure you would feel something. Although you're also playing a mage, so like I don't know, like you know, what's a 50% damage boost times 0 is still 0. Keck W. You know what I mean, bro? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I like to rag on you mage players, but yeah, you should definitely it should be very noticeable, I think. An R5 Muku Chief. Because I've played with people who don't have R5 Muku Chief and people who do, and the people that do, bro, they're always pumping, man. Mage players is why I'm switching to Moonstrike Season 2 if the book event happens. Let's go, another Moonstrike converted. Let's go, man. Dude, Moonblade is fun, bro. It's nice, it's like very chill, it feels good, and it's great damage. I've been attempting the Ice Dragon hard since 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. and didn't get the W. Well, I'll try to get it. Well, so here, let's go look at it because like I don't even know. It's only hearsay. Admittedly, bro, because I'm like relatively free to play and free to play on all my other characters, I haven't really looked that much into how Imagines work. But I've been told that if you were to get them, so if you go to advance on a lot of them, R5 does give you some kind of massive bump. So maybe not on Irona, maybe not a humanoid Imagine's the best. But like the one that I do know is the Storm Goblin King. So every version up to level 5 doesn't have this effect. But look, when I go to level 5... it says right here, tier 5 passive. So while active, trigger all unlocked battle or passive luck effects from all your plain battle Imagines. So this one Imagine, for every Imagine that you have unlocked that has luck based effects, it will trigger it because you have this guy at tier 5. Like, he's actually fucking insane. This is actually like one of the best ones in the game, and it scales infinitely because as long as they continue adding more luck-based effects, you're just gonna get more and more and more and more value out of this Imagine. So thing about whaling for Celestial Flyer tier 5, I'm just waiting to see what Imagines are meta in Season 2. Bro, from what I've seen, what people have told me is people have been using Celestial Flyer and then Rorola, the new humanoid Imagine for Moonstrike. So hopefully you have a decent amount of red orbs saved, or at least some that maybe you whale on that instead. Yeah, for Moonstrike. I ain't converting shit until I get that 50, basically adding a new passive. Yeah, it's like a tier 5 passive. So I think for you guys there is one too, I believe for Muku Chief. So if we go down here, admittedly, I'm not the best person to ask about this. It looks like it's just a bigger number. I'm not seeing a level 5 only effect, but I mean, oh, I guess it's a 15-second reduction in the charge time. That's pretty crazy, right? I would think. Yeah, so it looks like tier 3 you get 15% reduction, 15-second reduction, and then at tier 5 you get another 15-second reduction. Yeah, I'm not seeing one that says specifically for R5, so it's got to be just the increases. But some of them do have that R5, like what I was showing on the other one. That's what I'm hearing. Celestial Flyer plus Arola / Muku Chief. More crit and cooldown diff. Yeah. Well, and because of the agility scaling, I think we're going to have a lot easier time hitting the haste cap. So I'm not really sure why Celestial Flyer, to be honest. I'm kind of waiting and seeing, though, to like try and figure that out for myself. I just don't really understand the value of Celestial Flyer. Unless having Celestial Flyer means that you can like completely ignore all the haste on your gear and get a different stat, right? Like if you can get all of your gear suddenly can get like luck mastery instead of luck haste because you have Celestial Flyer, then like that could be worth it. Or luck crit or something, right? Like there could be a world where that makes sense. So I'm kind of waiting to see, and then I do have a bunch of red orbs saved to try and get the humanoid imagine, but we'll have to wait and see. So you can crit more in rotation, yeah. I mean, if it increases your ability score, then I'm all in. Well, everything increases your ability score, man. Like literally everything. Here in SEA, ability score is a status, bro. That's what it is over here too, man. But a lot of my videos were kind of aimed at trying to like dismiss the idea that ability score meant anything about damage. There's a lot of cases where people's ability score is not an indicator of damage at all. I heard you can hit breakpoints easier, but Celestial Fire is still optimal. So yeah, I guess you can invest into other stats. That's my theory too, is that you're going to be able to change your gear to be different stuff. But again, that's still not sure. My character as it is, I mostly have... I don't have like haste modules or anything. On my Moonblade, and I just have Celestial Flyer with haste on all of my gear that I can get it on, and that's enough where I hit that 80% breakpoint. So with Celestial Flyer getting even more of a buff even at a base level, right? But also on the high end, I don't know how that's going to play out. So I can whale and max a handful of gold imagines for the cost of one Fire Sea weapon plus 10% prompt and damage. Yeah, I mean, that would actually be my recommendation. I think that you'll get more value out of it. Now, granted, it probably depends on your class. Yo, hands sub mate, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate you. Are you cosplaying Yuno? Yeah, I am actually. It's pretty much as close as I could get. But I'm a big Wuthering Waves fan. But yeah, only that would be my recommendation if you're gonna spend money, because I think you could get, like, depending on your luck too, you could get decent imagines for I think a lot less money than one of those ocean weapons, and I think you'll end up getting like better value. You might not get 10%, but I also don't think you're gonna spend $2,500 on that. You know what I mean? Like, I think you will get 10%. So I think it'll actually be more cost effective, but hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, emblem's a big attribute to that. That's 3k gear score that only come into play when you do master dungeon, completely useless in raids. Yep, true. But at this point, everyone's like already gotten that, and so it's kind of a non-factor, you know what I mean? I think so too. I want to play multiple classes in the future, so I'd rather have multiple best in slot imagines than a weapon for a single class. My man. Exactly, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying. And don't forget too that like although it's hard to multi-class now, in the future, you know, every season I think you'll basically be able to build one additional class. Which hair is that? It is the Meowlux hair. It's, I want to say this one right here. The hairstyle pack 2. It's in the Meowlux store and it costs 1 Meowlux ticket. So roughly 1 million unbound Luno. I wish it was longer, but it's pretty much the best option, I feel like, for the cosplay I was trying to do, so. It also comes with the front too. I don't know if you can see it from the icon, but it comes with both the front and the back, I'm pretty sure. It's actually not too bad to get. This account is this character is 100% free to play, other than the I did buy the outfit actually, but I only bought like the exact orbs I needed for the outfit, and that was it. The hairstyle and everything like that was gotten, and the puppy. I also got the puppy completely just by doing life skills and selling it. Do you anything about diminishing points from master points? Do you know anything about diminishing points from master points? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about like mastery score, I believe this gets reset in the season. Yeah, so if we go to season 2, you're gonna not see this anymore. Hopefully they'll have some way where they can actually display it though. What about your Moonstrike account? Is that close to free to play? Maybe free to play plus? My Moonstrike character has gotten both battle passes and that's it. So yeah, very free to play friendly. I wouldn't say that the battle passes are extremely good value when it comes to like progressing your character. It's more for like, honestly, for like cosmetics and shit. You can get a lot of cosmetics here, and then like even like, you know, unbound Luno, stuff like this, like focus, right? But I wouldn't say you get a lot of like character progression, right? There's no like yellow materials or anything like that in here, so. Yeah, I got a hardcore fan of, you know, just playing this game. I'll show this to them. Yeah, feel free. I can see it. The front hair is perfect. Yeah. It took me a little while to try and figure it out. I'm sure you could actually do better on the face, by the way, and even the like lips and stuff like that. But I was just trying to do the best interpretation that I could, you know. Base 3 master points, you can earn many of them if you complete the dungeon much more quickly than before, but lately I've been experiencing a fixed amount of mastery points or score. Are you talking about like friendship points? By the way, is a shield knight or recovery spec? Which skill should I advance first? Can't find a guide regarding that. I think, to be honest, bro, I would just follow whatever either Pridewin or Max Roll says. I've never actually played recovery spec, although it's something that I wanted to do. But here, I'll link a build guides thing here. Now, keep in mind, any build guide that you find, although I'm linking it to you guys, any build guide that you do find is only a starting place, okay? Like, don't think of it as like, this is exactly what I'm doing forever. This is a good place for you to go and get your bearings and try and learn about your class and stuff like that. And then once you get set and you kind of know what you're doing, you can kind of make it more tailored towards you, right? You can look at what talent points are available and be like, okay, well, maybe I want this instead of this or whatever, right? So, like trying to fix my Master 4 at Tina, but after getting a quicker time than before, the Master point doesn't get increased. Do you know anything about that? Ah, yeah. Okay, so I understand what you're asking now. So what you're asking is about this, right? So this is what's called your mastery score, and there's a couple of different factors in them. So they are determined by your time and your death counter, which is also related to your time because you get penalized for deaths and stuff like that. But each level has a maximum and a minimum for that level. So for example, the 16s that I was doing, 617 is the minimum score that you can get to that. So it means we went over the recommended time, we died a lot, etc. And we couldn't get a better score. But these other ones where I'm like 622 or 628, that means I did the 16 and I did better than the minimum. But there's still a maximum and it's set for each level. So M4 has a maximum, M5 has a maximum, M1 has a maximum. You can't get more than that even if you have a perfect run. Are you going to progress with Crab and Flyer, get the higher tiers in Season 2, or get the new purple Tier 5 Imagines? I believe those Tier 5s are better than Crab Flyer Level 2. Mirka, I'm probably just going to target the... I'm probably just going to target the new Humanoid Imagine on my Moonstrike, and then... I'm probably just going to continue with Flyer, to be honest, because I can't imagine a world where, like, I don't use Flyer. You know what I mean? You can get penalized from each time you died. Yeah, each time you die, depending on the level, you'll get penalized a certain amount of time. So, I don't remember where that it says it. It might be on the, UI. Hold on. Yeah, I don't actually see the details on here. Depending on the level, you get penalized more. So I think at this level, it's like every death is like 15 seconds or something lost or something. I don't actually remember. I'd have to actually go in and look at it, which I guess I could do. Really quick here. Let me... Wait, why can't I just... Oh, am I in a group? Wait, I'm not in a group. Wait, what? Hold. Okay, even this one should work. Wait, I don't know why we can't do... You can't do 11 anymore? Why can't you queue 11s with bots? I swear we were able to do 11s with bots when we first got level 80 gear, right? Where is the information? Is it in here? Yeah, so right here, time deducted for each defeat, 5 seconds. So every time that you die, you do get a 5-second deduction on your time. Or I guess you could look at it like it's 5-second deduction from here, but it's like 5 seconds increased on your timer, if that makes sense, right? So basically, it's just like a small penalty. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue working on Flyer Mira. I can't imagine you'll be able to get tier 5 of new Imagines very easily. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know how you're gonna get the resources though to do that. Okay, I think that's probably good. We can start working maybe on the mage character. I mean, this is probably gonna be our mage if we get that event. This is gonna be the mage that I'm gonna run on my main account. Yeah, it's gonna be time gate usual. Yeah. So I think Flyer is just gonna be, and not to mention, I just like Flyer. Like, it's a lot of passive haste and it feels really good, you know? Okay, so dude, if I was smart, what I would do is I would try and find a group for Steinman Vaults on my support character. So that way I have mats for Muku Chief. I use Celestial Flyer too because I can use it on Frostbeam and as a Lifeline. Yeah, that's doable. Honestly, I think as a life binder though, I would recommend just going like, you could just use like Shadow Captain with like the Goblin Mage or whatever, you know? Okay. So what were we looking at for this character? Oh shit, I gotta do raids. Oh man, I gotta do. Oh man. Hold on. Nice, we got these. We can get books. Okay, we also gotta spend some life skill energy. What money? Who's the best? I'm the best, okay. No idea. Lightbind feels forgiving anyway, so most of the focus and books for the Frosty Mage. That's totally fair, honestly, bro. Like, literally, part of the, so my whole plan for season 2, if we get that event to switch characters, is I'm probably still gonna mostly play my Lifebind, but I'm gonna refund all the books and put them all into Icicle Mage. And then I'm gonna just rely on Lifebind's just like raw healing power, because like Lifebind's healing is so good. I don't think most players are gonna be able to tell the difference. But yeah, I think that's totally viable. Yeah, just nourish him the bloom skill. Yeah, exactly. Wait, were you the person that was suggesting that on my video the other day? Because somebody else was actually just talking about doing that too on their character. And I feel like there's not very many of us that are like dual wielding intellect characters. I think it's one of the only classes that really works for it though, unless you're gonna do like a tank Skyward Knight or something, you know, or a tank Wind Knight, which you could do, but I feel like tank can't get away with it as easily. Like, I feel like tanks need all the investment they can get to not get one shot, especially the higher you push. Dun, 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 dun. Consider goes perfectly with mage gear. It does, it does. But I kind of feel like Concerto doesn't really work unless... I mean, honestly, bro, like, if you're not playing Dissonance and you're a B performer, like, you're kind of throwing no, you know what I mean? Like, dude, that towering yesterday just nuked us. I'm not gonna lie, Hollow, I was really not enjoying the tower run last night. You might be right. Yeah, for sure. Is Frost Ogre still viable in season 2? I'm playing SEA. Are we talking about for tanks? I don't know, to be honest. I would normally say yes, but there's a really unique humanoid imagine that's coming out in season 2 for tanks specifically. And honestly, I think I would really, really, really want my tank to have it. You know what I mean? In a lot of cases, maybe Frost Ogre would still be good for bossing, but it's hard to know. The humanoid imagine, by the way, is really, really cool. It gives you a field around you or nearby you, kind of like the Shield Knight Awakening, that gives everyone damage reduction. So one really cool damage reduction, and then it also gives you defense-based additional damage on your like hits, I guess. And then on top of that, it gives everybody that's within the field super armor, so they can't get knocked down and stuff like that. And there are some pulls, man, where you're doing a really big pull, and man, getting knocked down or getting earthquaked or whatever is so annoying, bro. And you need to just burst. Like, even in Goblin yesterday when we were running it, like, if you can just not have to deal with getting knocked down or anything, that would be so nice. Yeah, we got caught off guard with the sudden dungeon chain, but yeah, every mech feels like a one-shot. Yeah, totally, man. And then when that whale was like, "Oh, are you guys all plus 20?" and I was like, "No." You know what I mean? I think FX is like close to plus 20 and he still was dying, so like, you and I were just needing to one shot or like literally iframe everything, you know, to live. Oh shit, that's cool. Yeah. And it's honestly to the point where like I would really, really recommend, even just where you guys are at now, I would maybe just start saving all of your red orbs for season 2 if you're a tank. No lie, if you really like tanking, I would get yourself a Tempest Ogre and then just like sit, you know what I mean? Save all your red orbs for everything for season 2. So I should just save the pulls and materials for that one because I already have Irona and T0 Tempest Ogre. Oh, nice. Langris, thank you so much for the follow, man. That would be my recommendation. Yeah, I would save all of your pulls and materials. In season 2, your tier 1 materials can be converted, and if you already have Irona and Tempest Ogre, you're golden, bro. Like, I would just daily farm, use your keys on Frost Ogre, and then maybe you can just like get a Frost Ogre too while you're at it. You do have a lot of time, so you don't have to panic. Just keep doing your Stymon vaults and stuff like that, and then maybe you can get a Frost Ogre too. But yeah, just sit, bro. Just sit. Yeah, plus 15 armors and everything on 18 plus just deletes me. You know, River YouTube, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it, man. You think it's right or wrong? Yeah, man, I don't even have 15 armor, so like I was getting like actually pooped on, bro. No lie, no lie. Oh, I won't give it up. All right, so we're gonna have set gear, and then set gear. So we can't really do a whole lot extra. Are these all perfect refinements? Oh my gosh, they are. All right, well, I know they're definitely not like, they're not like min-maxed. We gotta get skills going. Subman, how bad is Iaido in season 2? I don't think Iaido is bad in season 2. We're not there yet, but like, you know, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it sounds like it's definitely getting overshadowed by Moonblade. Yeah, he's my mage friend, but he's my mage friend who just like immunes everything, bro. He's like one of the best mages in all of the global server, and probably the best mage on your guys' SEA server, not gonna lie. If he's playing mage over there. I don't know if he's playing mage though. One of the lowest, if not the lowest HP in the game? Yeah. For real, man. For real. Man, is it really just a skill book difference at this point? Oh, wait, and the seasonal stuff, right? Yes. And then probably modules and stuff too now. Okay. We'll get everything to 45. Wait, me? No, I've seen better players. No. Dude, you're the best mage player I've ever seen, Hollow. Like, no lie. I'm not even trying to, like, glaze you up or anything, bro. Like, you're literally just, like, actually goated, bro. Dude, speaking of, I really should be doing my dailies on my tank to try and get more red orbs for the Imagines. My tank is just like, it's always the character that gets like left behind, you know? Iaido is heavily ping reliant and hard to build. It just takes a lot of effort to get the best out of it, whereas other classes get easier, for sure, man. I'm new to Blue Protocol JP server and appreciate the informative video so much. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, let me know if there's anything you need like questions answered for or anything. I'm always happy to help where I can. I don't know if JP server is exactly the same as our experience, but you know, I'm always, like I said, if there's anything I can do, feel free to let me know. Nice, dude. We already got this. Okay, so let's go spend our life skill energy. Oh, wait, we already did. Which means we should have a bunch of Reclaim Hub, the dream, boys. Okay, we're buying 300 books, guys. We're buying 300 books. 300 mage books right here, and we're gonna upgrade our skills, okay? Hollow, what skills do I upgrade so I don't have to look it up? Oh, thanks, but yeah, I have frost mages in my current guild that are more cracked. Well, I've never seen them, Hollow, so you're still the best frost mage I've ever seen. Those frost mages aren't in my chat. Dude, do I really have to click on like all of these? Like, I think I do, and it's awful. I need like an auto clicker for this. Den, how far along is the JP server? It clicks 0. You can click how many? Wait, hold on. Oh my god, bro. Wait, really? Wow. Bro, thank you for saving my hand, okay? Same as CA on same day? Oh, okay, nice, nice. I guess one thing I'm pondering about is we're just about to get craft skill level 3 in a week. I have 55 focus potions saved up and want to make the most money via trade center. We're at day 21 now, I think. It would be hard without knowing more context, honestly, to tell you what's best, but I could give you a couple of options on what you could look at. So, of course, you could always go smelting materials, you know, any of the materials that people use from smelting, because people are usually going to be pushing their, like especially whales are going to be pushing their refinements as early as possible. So any day that you know that you're unlocking a new set of refinements, make sure that you're like, especially weapons, bro. When we unlocked like weapon like 15 to 20, bro, people were spending so much like Luno on that. But so that's always a good one. Gems are also a really good one. I can't really show you too much on this character. But yeah, purple level gems, you can get ready for those because they do take a lot of these, for example, and then also the gem wax that you can make early on. I think you're on day 21, so I think you can almost make the level 3s, level 5s. I'm not 100% sure. But gems are usually a pretty good seller, but they do drop off after the first day or so. Then they maintain some amount of value, but not great value. And then weirdly enough, actually, I've made a pretty good amount of gold with selling dyes. People just don't really seem to like farming dyes, or when they do want to do dyes, like they just want to buy what they want to buy. It's weird, but you can actually get kind of a lot for not a lot of investment. And then potions are always a good one too. We're always down bad for potions on the market. So like if you get down here and you can craft like the purple quality potions, you know, we always need those. However, caveat to that is that this only gives you a 15% chance of getting the purple potions. So you don't have a super great chance, and then at some point in your server, the blue ones, which you'll get 85% of the time, don't really have a lot of value. So I would say this isn't really the best investment. I would go personally with either the gem crafting, the weaving, maybe even the cooking actually. If you have like a particular like thing like pain flies and stuff like that, people still, I feel like, buy pain flies. And yeah, hopefully that helps. I know that was a lot of information all at once. Let me know if you need more specific things. If it was me, just like a quick 1 2 3, I would either do smelting stuff, I would do gems, or I would do dyes. That would be kind of what I would try and target to try and make the most money. On each of my characters, I made about 1 million gold. So basically, AIM milking the whales, got it. Yeah, that's actually kind of accurate, to be honest. Milk the whales. Because, I mean, realistically, yeah, that's, no, sounds super good, or super solid. Thanks so much. Yeah, no worries. That's kind of what we did with the books, too. You know what I mean? Like, you set the books up for the highest price at all times whenever you get a sellable book, and, like, a whale was always guaranteed to buy it, pretty much, so... I think gems are just about to come out, so I'll try that one. Yeah, and so what you can do, right, is like I said with gems specifically, you need the lower level gems. And so you can get a ton of these early on, as well as the gem wax, and then just wait, right? You don't even have to make or be able to farm these. You can do the prep work with these other 2 items ahead of time. So then all you have to do is farm a bunch of this, and you can make a bunch. You know what I mean? Okay, wait, Hollow, you didn't say which things I should upgrade first. Also, I'm just gonna follow this unless you tell me differently, sir. On skill, yeah. Is this right? Is it Frostbeam, Permafrost, Tide Pool to level 3, and then Frostbeam 6? And then the other 2 to level 6? I'll start prepping today. I think I have enough time. For sure, man. For sure. Especially with all those potions you said you have. You should have more than enough time to prep a quite significant amount. Not sure about JP, but SEA has a lot of, a lot few whales, probably because of player population. Most stuff are sold at very competitive prices and are cheap. Wait, really? Bro, not here, man. Books, especially class books, were so expensive for so long. Okay, so I need Frostbeam, Permafrost, and Tide Pool all to level 6. Frostbeam. Permafrost, Tide Pool. All right, what next? Damn, look at us, boys. We're climbing. Maelstrom level 6 and then Ultimate level 6. Yeah, SEA books are cheap from day 1. Wow. Books sold for maximum price on the global server, guys, for like probably, well, it depends on the class, but some classes they were having like maximum price books like for well over a month. Well over a month, or even like 2 or 3 months, or like 2 months, not 3 months, but you know what I mean. I think some classes still have decently high books, actually. Gear, will, imagine, ability. Yeah, look, there's still some classes that have like 20k books. Yo, Weasel, thank you so much for the follow, man. Yeah, like Marksman. Bro, Marksman books were high for so long, man. They were high for so long. We just profited off all those whale marksmans. I'm hoping this carries over to wills as well. Like right now, an MC will is 2 million Luno in global. That's cringe. Yeah. I mean, at least we still have like price control, right? Because it could be worse. Okay, nice. Almost 21k, so that's not terrible. Yeah, I'm missing like 2k on the emblem. Man, I'm missing still a lot for skill training, unfortunately. Why am I missing so much on gear? Is it just enhancements? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. We have so many materials. Hold on, boys. We just gonna sit down and do a crap ton of refinements here? Yup, looks like it. Alright, it wasn't super worth it to do the weapon that high maybe, but like, I don't know, we did it anyway, so fuck it. Everything else we're gonna evenly do to +5 to get the highest ability score gain. And then we'll go evenly to +10 when we can. Honestly, every time I want to pay to win whale and go through the numbers, I feel not motivated to do so, and the whales have to spend a lot for temporary gains. I think that this game has a few places where whales can spend and get pretty decent chunks of like value. And I think honestly the best place that you could spend as a whale would be a like an imagine that's really powerful for you. So a lot of classes, for example, their like go-to, right, is like Muku Chief. Now maybe for depending on what class you're playing, you might want to wait for season 2 to come out, so that way we have a little bit more information about what people are running. But yeah, that would be kind of my recommendation if you were trying to whale. But to be honest, like, I don't really know that I recommend whaling in this game. Buy some cosmetics if you want to support the game. Buy the battle pass. Yeah, I think whaling in this game's not super worth it. It's more of just like for people that really want to pay for power, you know? Is it viable to still catch up in SEA if I start now? It's viable to catch up on any server at any time. So what I'm doing right now is literally we made this brand new character, and it's just been sitting, and I'm already almost 22k, and it's brand new. Right? So granted, like we still have some more to do and we still have more to go before we can like catch up to people that are like 28k like my main. But I mean, hopefully this gives you some idea. This is very, very minimum level of investment. I have not played this character very much at all, and I've only done it in the last like week. Right? Brand new character and everything. And we're already here, and I've only played this character for like a few hours outside of doing like the story. So like, and you just saw, we just got like 3k ability score almost just from doing refinements, and all that stuff was purchased through the reclaim shop. So we're doing this for a video, and I'm kind of trying to show the exact thing you're talking about. But the whole point that I'm trying to share here is that this system, this is the best catch-up system of any game you've ever played in your life. Okay? Like, you can literally get anything you need from all the stuff you miss. You'll be able to instantly, literally instantly craft your 4-set bonus. You'll be having, tons of books here for your skill books, all that kind of stuff. So I played on global 2 weeks late, and I caught up to a lot of day 1 players. Yeah, he's already passed me, and I'm a day 1 player, for example. But his mage is further in terms of ability score than I am. Speaking of season pass, that's the only thing I would miss other than cosmetics, right? Yeah, but you probably haven't missed the season pass. You could probably still catch up and do some of it, at least. I think for like this character, for example, I get a buff to my season pass, or I did the first like week I was playing or something. I don't really remember, but yeah, like even this character is already like, I'm already level 13 on the season pass, and I barely played it for like 2 days. Have you done Vault yet on this character? I could use the friendship points. I mean, I haven't done Vault on this character. If I was gonna do Vault though, I would do it on my support character, because it's gonna be rolling mage ideally if we get the reroll event or whatever, and it needs the stuff more. But I probably shouldn't do it today. The reason why I said kind of shorter stream on my thing was because my dog has to go in for chemotherapy tomorrow, guys, in the morning. So I can't stay up too late. Granted, like, I don't know, still gonna stay up late, like it's, it's what we do. And then, if he wants to go for a walk or whatever at some point later tonight, I'm probably gonna just prioritize that as much as I can. After chemo, he usually feels kind of like shit for a couple of days, and so then he'll be like tomorrow night, he's probably just gonna be passed the fuck out behind me, hopefully, probably. But yeah, I'm just trying to make him a little bit more of the priority, so I don't really want to commit to like a 60-minute vault run, you know what I mean? Might see if we can get into a raid though. Because if we could get into a raid, we might be able to make another piece. Even if it's like a easy, easy kind of raids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we get a bunch for these. Wait. Oh no, people are saying DPS. Hold on, I gotta change my bot settings. There we go. Any role, all easy raids. Ooh. Let me do easy raids. That sounds easy.
Let's go.
Yo, who's Aqua? Thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, we might be doing some I don't know, maybe we could do Vault actually this time around. If we have people that want to do it, again, not today, but we could maybe do Vault, cuz if we did Vault, I might be able to craft my Muku Chief actually. And that would be kind of sick. Cuz our Imagines are a little bit shambles right now, not going to lie to you guys. Not going to lie to you guys. Although we could upgrade it. Well, do we craft a Muku Scout? You can help with Vault? Okay, yeah, again, so sorry. Again, probably not today. Like I said, my dog has his chemotherapy tomorrow, so I'm trying to be around to, like, you know, take care of him and stuff like that tonight, and let him do some walks if he wants to. If he's gonna just sleep there, that's a whole nother story. But I want to have the ability to, like, walk away if I need to, you know? But another night, I would definitely be down. I want to run actually my main still needs Vault this clear. And then my support character, again, that's switching to Frost Mage in Season 2, would also need it. So if you guys do want to do Vaults, definitely come back. I'm down, so... Hello, Candy. Wait, Hollow, am I throwing... Should I craft Muku Scout? How hard is Muku Scout to use on, like, Icicle? Or Frostbeam? Is it hard? Or can I just no-brain press the button? I mean, we probably get at least one, right? Surely we get at least one. The Muku Scout on Frost Mage? Yeah. Do they not use Muku Scout? Muku Scout is best in slot. Okay, okay. That's what I thought. Wait, I keep doing the wrong thing. I need to exchange. Is it good on Icicle too, though? Hollow? Wait, can I do... I can open this guy, and then I can delete him, and then I can craft it. This is a nice trick for you guys on the other servers, by the way, for you guys. You can dismantle the Imagines from the box, and you get the same material as Muku Scout. So then you can craft Muku Scout for free, basically. Wait, I did the wrong button. Alright, we need a bunch of these. They both use same will, Muku Scout, Muku Chief. Okay, nice. Skills. Yo, hello Ninja. How you doing? Okay. Surely we don't throw, right, guys? Surely our debut as a mage As a frost mage, we're chilling, right? Surely. Oh god, I don't remember how to play this. I don't remember how to play this. Oh god, I'm in melee. Oh god, I'm in melee. Ah! I forgot range get the mech. My bad, my bad, my bad. I play Skyward. I see guild video. Wait, do I die? I don't die to this. This is easy. This is easy. Surely this is fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you play Skyward on SEA? Also, my meter wasn't up ahead of time, so I don't actually know how much damage I'm doing, guys. Unfortunate. Well, let me know if there's any questions that you have, Ninja. Or Ninjane. Hardest part of the raid. Can people run through the gauntlet? Whoop. Okay, we do this. We do the thing. I mean, I don't feel like we're doing terrible damage, considering, you know? Okay, hopefully the meter will work now. Easy run for us, boys. Okay, I'm gonna stand here ahead of time. What if I just do this? Haha. Oh, it's not on me. It's not on me. Wait, is there no portal mech? Where's the portal mech? Wait, how far does the beam go? Wait, we're going. We're going. We're responsible. Wait, my ult got a... Oh, okay, okay. Wait, hold. We're chilling, we're chilling. Again, for some reason my meter is not working. He just melted so fast, I have no idea. Yeah. GP is getting this dragon next week, I think. Is it harder than the Ice Dragon? No, Ice Dragon's the hardest dragon. Well, no, I guess technically Light Dragon's the hardest dragon, but that's because the mechanics change a little bit from version to version. Whereas like Ice Dragon and Stone Dragon are basically the same thing no matter what. Okay, we gotta be careful. We're ranged. Okay, we gotta make sure we take the thing out. We can't fail our friends. They're relying on us. Nice, we didn't get it. It's not on us. We're chilling. I see. Already be the hardest part then, I guess. So it depends on what you mean by the hardest part, though. Because, like, if you're talking about DPS check, I would say this... Actually, I don't know. It is kind of hard at first. Next week, you guys should have, like, more pieces of gear. You know what I mean? Because you'll have, like, what, 2 set bonus or 4 set bonus in some cases. Oh, wait. Surely. Oh! Okay, that was almost bad. I didn't realize I couldn't use it while I was using Frostbeam. That was a little scary. Okay, my meter is still not working. I still have no idea what I'm doing in terms of damage. Sorry, guys. Hopefully we're doing not terrible throw damage. Surely. It's not on me. Oh, you guys, melee and ranged. Alright, do yourselves a favor when you guys get the Light Dragon, okay? Just understand that what happens is the boss marks a melee and the boss marks a ranged at every point in the game. Unless there's no melee, in which case he might mark 2 range. But like that's hardly ever the case. So many times people will freak out. Melee, you just stay on the boss, and then ranged, you just go not on the boss, right? So if we're on the boss right here in the center, ranged go out. If we're outside out here, ranged go in. Range just moves away from the boss. That's all you need to know. It's so easy. I don't know how people mess it up, but they do all the time. All the time. I'm a tank. I just stand still and occasionally hit Arona. Kind of true, though. Kind of true. Oh, actually... I could go for hard. Smiley face. We're back. Wait, did we join a guild? Wait, we joined a guild? When did I apply to a guild? I missed the event buff? Me too, man. Me too, man. Yo, Medellin, how you doing, man? Alright, hopefully our damage is not too bad. Gray minds think alike? True. True. So we can craft our Muku Chief, but we wouldn't have the materials for it, even if we did get it. Actually crazy that we can almost craft our level 90 weapon. Considering this is, like I said, a brand new like character. Oh, we can craft another raid piece, which is nice. Okay, let's do the last armor piece that we're missing. Gear. All right, chest piece it is. Oh man, we can almost craft another one. Wait a second. Wait a second, we can craft our level 90 weapon. Maybe. Almost. Yes, it also increases magic attack. The description in the will is just scuffed. Oh, are we talking about for Muku Scout? Hello, I have a question. Hello, Starry, how you doing? So in SEA server, the raid came out. Not does doing hard on the first week is required finishing it or not? Because I'm scared of being left behind. So this game, you're never really gonna get left behind, Starry. You don't really have to worry about that. You know, what might end up happening is people will get their like 4-set bonus or whatever 2-set bonus a little bit faster than you, but it's not really a huge deal. It's not too bad. You do get like 500 ability score. So if ability score is a really important thing over there, that might be relevant to you. But for level, I think it's 500 for 2-set and 500 for 4-set. So keep that in mind. But yeah, you're never really too far behind. You can always get it done. And honestly, we were able to do like normal and hard on all the bosses the week they came out. So you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Okay, we gotta roll. I think we gotta roll what crit on our chest piece here. Also, for those of you guys getting your new pieces of gear, don't forget to do this too, guys. For real, for real. You take a piece and you just roll it all the way up, and then when it hits 100, if it doesn't have the stat you want, you dismantle it and you run it back, like we're about to do right now. So now I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna dismantle my piece of gear. It's gonna give me all the materials back, and we're good to go. And then we get it again. It just helps you not use too many reforged stones. Yeah, apparently the gatekeep is real. Holy, thank you for the answer. For sure, man. Yeah, I imagine that the gatekeeping is gonna be an issue probably over there too. It's kind of an issue everywhere, but hopefully you guys can, you know, as always, I recommend finding guilds. Finding a guild will help you really get that done a lot easier. Hope it's not a code translation error, though. It's not. Muku Scout is definitely good for mages, too. My advice is to find a dedicated party that's willing to clear the raid, even if it took an hour or two. Yeah. Find a guild. Find a guild that does raids. That would be my recommendation. And if you guys need any help, you know, come over here. You can ask questions. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm more than happy to. I did have a series of like, you know, cool tips and tricks that tips and tricks I was gonna talk about for each dragon, because I feel like there is some stuff for each boss that is kind of important to know. So I'll just kind of go over that for this run, actually. So hopefully you guys can get a feel for it. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll try and clip it into a short or something, or a video next week. You can soak this one. This one's not a big deal. What will happen is this is a part of a 3-part attack. So it did that, and then it does a tank bust. And then this one right here you need to run away from. And we go find the heat. And we just stand here, and then after he does that, you're good. And you can get back in there. Now, if you're a melee DPS, what you can do is you can also iframe that hit where he lands on the ground, and that will help you do damage during that phase too, not having to leave melee range. But for the most part, if you're just going to play it safe, which I would recommend doing, especially when you're lower item level, this is definitely the way to do it. Yo, Turgo, how you doing, man? Ooh. Also, don't be these guys. Don't be those guys that are out in no man's land. Honestly, guys, if you're doing the ice dragon for sure, like, hang out in melee. Obviously, if you get the icicles dropping on you, like, leave melee range. But if you get frozen and you're not in melee range, speaking as a melee, I'm not gonna leave melee range to come get you. You know what I mean? You're relying on the other range to get you out, and like, that's just kind of the reality of the situation, especially as the raid gets further on and you get more comfortable with it. Uh-oh, that guy didn't do it right. Connect me in your way. I probably should have beamed there, but I don't have my dash, so usually you can just dash straight after that happens. But if you just run jump like that, it's pretty easy too. Also, for this part of the mechanic, don't bother with the barrels and stuff, guys. Like, for real, just fight the boss. Just hang out in melee range and fight the boss. Because when you get frozen, your melee can just break you out and it's not a big deal. Oh, see, we're about to get frozen, so we just hang out in melee. And we just wait and we let the melee get us out, and boom, we're done. You know what I mean? We're free. Now we don't have to worry about the gauge, like, at all. And we just, for free, just keep killing the boss. Nice and easy. Ideally, the range get the fuck out, though, with their shit. We'll do that, and then we'll just go ahead and throw a little more damage. And again, my meter is just not working, man. I don't know what's going on with that. So I don't know if I'm doing good damage or not. Never seen. Maybe it's a settings issue. No, that should be the right thing. I don't know. We'll just close it. It's no big deal. We'll find out later if we're doing good damage, whether people kick us out or not. For this one too, you can just get an idea of where you're going ahead of time. So, like, know if you get the COVID where you're going, so that way you don't spread it. Obviously, that guy literally... Oh, he's flying through the air. That's why. We are in group 1, so we're gonna keep that in mind and get ready. Stop moving at some point, okay? Don't keep moving with that laser, you'll die. If you're like mid-dash and you get that laser, you're actually big dead. So make sure that you're not dashing in the middle of that. Okay, Tank said he's running across, so we're good to go. We're in group 1. They say they don't believe. So we run across with our team. And usually your tanks and your healers are going to take care of this mech for you. Alright, and I'm pretty sure even on hard mode he does wings first. Maybe not, but on nightmare mode he does, so just get used to it being wings. Anytime he flies up into the air after you do one of those phases, it's wings, so you need to be ready to run and jump. Alright, it's claws, so not guaranteed wings on hard mode, it seems. Honestly, it's been a while since I've done hard mode, so... I kind of wasted that, actually. That was dumb. I was trying to wait for permafrost, because I'm going to do permafrost, and then ult, and then this. If you're melee, you can stand on these corners right here, and it's no big deal. But also, during this phase, get ready, okay? Okay, also, that guy just straight up through. Make sure you guys get ready to iframe those. And ideally, you just drag it to the range, or the melee, without crossing the beams. That's all you gotta do. It's pretty easy. Alright, group 2 is gonna go soon. But we're just skipping. It's a race against time, whether we die or not. There we go. So Light Dragon's kind of interesting. Light Dragon doesn't really have a whole lot going on, but there's a few things that you can do to set yourself up for success. And really the big ones for the Stone Dragon are, you know where you're going if you get the COVID, and then like doing the lines correctly, right? Iframing the lines so that way you don't die. Pog, someone bought my Brigand Wield. Let's go, bro. Congrats, dude. For this, it's kind of the same thing. Know where you're going to go, and then know, right, if you're ranged or melee, like I said earlier. Because if you're melee, you're staying on the boss. If you're ranged, you're going away from the boss. It's gonna come out soon. Hopefully we don't get it. Alright, we didn't get it. Nice. Yep, so melee stays close and ranged goes far, and when you're ranged, you're responsible for hitting that crystal. Looks like the person did stay over there, so we're good. I kind of threw a second in there. And we just wait. So on hard mode, I believe it doesn't alternate or anything. Nightmare is a little bit different and a little bit harder. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're good. So you tank this with your team, and then you take the portal. The timing for that's always a little weird, though. Sometimes it's on the other side of the portal. Sometimes it's on this side. Wait, I should have ulted there, not like this. But again, now because we're out here, if you get it and you're a ranged player, you go to the middle, right? Nice and easy. Very, very simple. And the rest of us stay here. You can assign somebody to actually be in charge of the portals, but it's not really necessary once people get like comfortable with it. So because it came from out in last time, now it goes from in out. Oh god, I forgot you can't interact with the portal when you're casting beam. That was my bad. Also, for any frost mages out there, you can't interact with the portal when you're casting beam. I don't even feel like that would be OP. So you can also iframe this, by the way, if you feel like you might die. You don't really need to iframe anything too big of a deal. Alright, so because we're in group 1, we're going to the light crystal over here. You can kind of just get to the wall over here, and then when we get unfrozen, just start casually walking forward a little bit. You know what I mean? You just kind of, yep, there you go, and then you got enough momentum to make it. And then we burst it. Wait, do we get portals? We do. Oh god. Oh god. Take the portal as soon as it shows up, and then you go and you just keep DPSing on the other side. What's the decision behind Frostbeam over Icicle? Icicle is not good right now. That would be the decision. Uh-oh, don't be those guys. Make sure you double jump properly. Oh, two mages. Not like this. The icicle buff doesn't happen until you get your tier set bonus from season 2. So before then, I don't really recommend anyone play icicle personally, but you know, obviously, so the way this game works for anyone who doesn't know is, okay, we are ranged, so we're going far. There we go. We put it in a pretty good spot. For anyone who doesn't know, this game's kind of casual, guys. Like, in terms of, like, MMOs and stuff like that, this is a relatively casual MMO. And so for most players, if you're gonna be putting in the effort to, like, min-max your gear, min-max your modules, really know what you're doing for your spec, and, like, how to play, you're probably gonna do better than most people who are just gonna run up and press H and walk away. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that we have H at all means that there are people who use it, and so they're going to be more casual about it, right? Like, someone who's going to walk up and press H on a raid boss is probably not going to be doing amazing damage, right? Or healing or whatever. So it's not to say that you can't make Icicle work. You can. It's just not very good. I mean, statistically speaking, 3 mages just died in the raid. Not sure if either is a good option. Damn. I mean, you know, okay, but like, this was our mage debut, okay? We have the leaf and everything, okay? We're a mage. This was literally the first thing we've ever done, like, as a mage. Go easy on us, okay? Take it easy, sir. Take it easy, sir. I want to tell these guys thank you for inviting me, but honestly, I don't even remember replying. Thanks. I wasn't going to join a guild on this character because I hardly play this character. So, yeah. Haste Mastery Magic Attack. Interesting. A weapon. Crit luck, cast speed. Ooh, but it's crit heavy. Wait, hold on. That might be good. Hold on. I think we had, yeah, we had crit. Oh. Wait, hollow, is cast speed okay? Should I switch this? I should, right? Surely. Surely 200 additional crit is better than whatever difference between these purples are. Basically, Frostbeam is bonker AoE, and in terms of single targets, on par with Icicles. Yeah, exactly. Icicle is supposed to be the single target damage spec, but honestly, it barely, if it does any more damage than Frostbeam, it's not noticeable. Wait, hollow, surely though, right? I switch this? Surely. What's the stat on your current? My current is the one on the left. It's 200 crit, 400 luck. So it's crit lower stat with the magic attack 3.5. Magic attack 3.5 is probably a high roll though, right? But crit cast speed 6% seems like a high roll too. Also, I'm sad that we didn't know how much damage we were doing, but I felt like we were doing okay damage. Nah, I prefer the magic attack. Over 200 crit? Magic attack over 200 crit. Okay. Alright, we go back to rolling the chess piece. Alright, we got luck. Dismantle, we go again, boys. Wait, I have 100 and I can craft 2 more pieces. Wait, are we done? Wait a minute, we're done? Wait a minute. We're done. Oh, the other has higher crit? The other is crit main stat instead of crit sub stat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has crit on the higher one, not the low. Not 200 crit was better? Okay. That's what I was thinking, but I don't actually know. Oh, no, I fucked up. Actually, you know what? It's probably fine. We can just do the bracelets. That's fine. Can't see your camera's blocking? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so I should roll this weapon instead, is what you're saying? This is what the current one was, the 200, 400 luck. And it's the reverse stats, but cast speed instead of magic attack. Yeah, you can change it. Luck is met on Frostbeam? Okay. Boom. We got a little more. Sure. Let's just pump these up. There we go. Nice. He's playing Beam? Yeah, I'm playing Beam at the moment. This character's probably not gonna go to Season 2, though, for the record. This character is mostly for a video, I think. Okay, I'm gonna dismantle my other one. Okay, red weapon eventually, so it's fine. True, actually, pretty soon. Wait. Wait, speaking of... Oh my gosh, we're 3 short. Wait, did reset already happen? Okay, reset already happened. We can't get another one. Wait, though, hold. Hold. Oh shit, we already got the weeklies. Wait, hold. Maybe from here? Wait, hold? Wait, maybe it didn't matter. Oh shit, boys, we got our weapon. Oh my gosh. Wow. Week 1 weapon, everybody. That's an accomplishment I didn't think we could do. Well, I guess we'll unequip it and we'll get our red weapon. Oop, wrong one. Gearcraft. Frostbeam. Let's go. Go do Nightmare? I mean, nobody's gonna let me in a group with this gear. Like, there's no way. Like, look at us. We're 22k, you know? Like, we're in shambles out here. We still gotta roll these 2 bracelets, though. So let's roll the bracelets, and then we'll be a little higher. We'll be like 23k, maybe. We're rolling for crit, everybody. Crit. Oh, we got luck. Unfortunate. Left bracelet's got to get re-rolled. Don't mean to alarm you. Non-dog owner observation. Is doggo okay? Could be dreaming, but moving, breathing a bit sporadically. He does run in his sleep quite a lot, yeah. Yeah, he's asleep right now. He's chilling. I appreciate you though. Thank you for letting me know. All right, we're rerolling both bracelets. Sorry, it could just be sleep activity. Yeah, no worries. He's definitely had some health issues, so I appreciate people looking out for him. So, like I said, he's got his next chemotherapy meeting or appointment tomorrow morning. So, okay, we didn't get a good roll. Unfortunate. Unfortunate again. We run it back, boys. Well, we almost have our full, like, level 80 raid set, too. We're just missing one piece. Actually kind of nuts. You know, maybe if we do, gems. I think we're missing some gems on all of our gear. If we go with big gem investment. Oh, nice. We got the crit on the left. Nice. Left bracelet done. Right bracelet. RIP. I got a bail now. Thanks today for sharing info. For sure, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. And let me know if you need or have any questions or anything, man. Wish the best for Doggo. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He's doing pretty good lately, so we can't ask for more. You know what I mean? We've actually already been able to have more time with him than I had originally thought when he got diagnosed, so I'm considering every day a win, you know? Gotta enjoy the good days. I didn't dismantle the one that I rolled correctly, right? Okay, good, we're good, we're good. I mean, I don't know, maybe we can sneak into a nightmare raid. What do you guys think? I mean, if I knew what kind of damage I was doing, I would be more tempted. But the fact that I don't know how much damage I'm doing at all just like makes me a little hesitant, you know what I'm saying? Crit, let's go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Also, we literally have no gems. How is that possible? Oh, because we probably don't have any gold for gems. Wait a minute, we're broke. Wait, somebody buy this Beat Performer book. Well, we can't get very many gems. Do people buy burning powder? What if I put this up for like really cheap? Only 9k? Okay, that's not much. Why are you going for crit? It does not have the recommended icons. Sorry, I'm new to the game. Not every class's recommended icons are the correct stats. There are a few of them that don't have the right stats. One of them being Frostbeam Mage, it seems like, and another one being Skyward Wind Knight. So, for example, I'm more familiar with Skyward Wind Knight, so it's easier for me to explain. But basically, Skyward Wind Knight, the recommended is crit luck. The same as this class here, but what they actually want is they want crit haste. Actually, no, I think this is haste luck or something. Haste mastery, I'm not really sure. But anyway, the Wind Knight build that I go or whatever is actually for crit haste, and so you have to go a little bit out of your way to try and get the like non-recommended, because the recommended ones are better drop rates for you. So it can be a little annoying, to be honest. But a lot of classes do get to benefit from that. It's also for the same reason that some classes like their red weapon better than others. So, for example, this gives me haste mastery, and I think mastery isn't too bad, but what I want is crit haste. So I wish it could have been like crit haste instead, right? So, but more importantly on your weapon, you're getting the big magic attack and you're getting your intellect, which is huge. So usually people still want their red weapons, even on the lower level ones. But there's sometimes, like for example, when you guys go from like level 60 to level 80 gear, some classes will actually switch out of their red weapon if they're like a Wind Knight, for example. And they'll get their 80 weapon from the dungeon and then call it a day and wait for their 90 weapon. So it really just depends on the class. Hopefully, I know it's kind of a long-winded answer, but hopefully that explains why and what's going on. My doggo is looking for food. It might be a feed the dog angle really quick, guys. I don't think he needs to go for a walk. There we go. Boom. Yeah, again, I don't even remember joining a guild. I don't know how I got here, but we do be here somehow. Oh man, we're so close to level 60. I think level 60 we'd unlock. Oh no, level 70. Shit, never mind. Okay, but I think gems would actually get us, no lie, guys. I think gems might get us like 25k. Gems are kind of a lot. And we need 11 of them. So it might be worth trying to look into how we can make some money real quick. So if we life skills and we upgrade this and this. Do we just sell the ores or do we smelt them? Maybe we just sell the ores. How about for Trade Center? I don't know if I should buy skill books or gold imagine. So personally, my philosophy is you should never really buy skill books. Buying skill books is more of a whale thing. Now, if you're going to whale, I mean, it's an okay thing to whale on, but it's not really good investment, right? Because like, and I'm not saying that like monetary investment, this is not a 401k, guys, at the end of the day, like, but my point being is that if you go to the colorful store, you're going to get 25 books every single week. So if you buy books with your Luno, you know, that could have been books you just waited for next week. So it really just depends on what you want to do and how antsy you are about it. Also, it might depend for some of you guys looking to try and skip ability score gatekeeping. You know, you might be forced more into this. But keep in mind too, on my channel, I had a video where I talk specifically about which skills give you the highest return for ability score. It's actually this one right here. Now, most people don't realize that because most classes can't actually upgrade this skill first, but your special attack gives you the most ability score. So if you are trying to cheese your ability score, you can do that. But keep in mind, you're going to lose out on damage. And it sounds like, at least from what people have been saying on the SEA side, a lot of people might be doing this already and not really caring about their damage, which is why they're not doing enough damage to kill that boss. So it's a balancing act at the end of the day. But personally, I would recommend you spend gold on not books. Anything other than books is the way to go. Yeah, watch the video. Okay, great. Thank you so much for the view, by the way. But yeah, I would spend gold on imagines. I would spend gold on gems. I would spend gold on consumables potentially. If you can't make your own consumables, maybe even gear refinements. I think that's actually not a terrible idea if it gets down in cost for you guys, but it's gonna depend on how expensive it is. But like refinements eventually do add up. It's not a lot right off the bat, but getting these level refinements, every time you hit one of these, like level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20 checkpoints, you get a bunch of ability score. And it's not like a ton. I have a OneNote where I kind of show this, but it's usually like, 35 or 70 for weapon, for example, or something like that. So it's not a ton. But again, when you add up that multiple times, so like for weapon, if it's 70, 70, 70, 70, as you can imagine, right, that's like 300 ability score. So it does add up. And that's for one piece of gear. So, but again, that's going to come down to what price is like on your guys' server and if it's cheap. I feel like it's relatively cheap over here, but gear, where would it be? Oh, probably life skills and then smelting, yeah. Yeah, so it's only like 1600 per here. I feel like that's pretty decent. But it's kind of up to you guys. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any other questions or anything like that. But yeah, I definitely don't recommend spending money or like Luno on skill books because you are just gonna get them over time. You know what I mean? Especially if you're only planning on playing one class, you're gonna hit a point where you're just gonna be stocking up those skill books if you purchase them early. And a lot of whales ran into that issue. They paid a bunch of money, they got all of their skill books right off the bat, and sure that gave them a lot of power and ability score early on, but as time goes on, right, they're just sitting on those books with nothing to do with them. And every week they get 25 more, right? Which was just money that they spent previously. Now, if you don't care and you're down to just spend money, then it's a great source of power and it's a great source of ability score. So it's however you want to like determine those things are worth it. I come from a point where like I spend not very much money, if any money at all, on the game, especially because I play so many characters. I play 6 characters, so I don't have the funds to buy things on all of them, right? So on my main character, which is my DPS, my Moonblade, I go and I buy like a battle pass, and that's kind of it. I buy the battle pass and then the monthly because I'm saving up for the season 2 Imagines. But like I'm not buying anything else. I'm not buying books. I'm not buying, anything. So to me, I feel like that's the best use of money you can get, and I actually quite like the battle pass skins. Season 2 or our like current battle pass skin I think is better than the previous one, but that's also just personal preference, so hmm. My dog's looking a bit sus here, guys. Let me go give him some food. I'll be right back. And then we'll figure out what we're doing. We need to find a way to get some unbound Luno, and then we can maybe get like 24k, 25k. And maybe at that point, we could try and get into a dungeon. But either way, I feel like that's still, within the realm of possibility. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. Thank you for the answer. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, yeah, we gotta figure out a way to make money, and I think the way that we're gonna make money is by doing some life skilling. Okay, we're gonna go here. Hi, bud. Looking for some more bodies for Ice Nightmare Clear. Ooh. I'm gonna apply. You think they take me? There's no way. Oh my god, they took me. Wait, nobody say anything, okay, guys? Would you prefer buying purple will or gold? You shouldn't buy purple wills, just craft them. You'll eventually, over time, you'll just get a lot of these stunt will fragments. You can just exchange for the purple wills that you need from this. Only purchase gold. You get those stunt will fragments from like a lot of different stuff, like opening boss chests or elite chests or, you know, all kinds of stuff. So, okay, my meter is working now, guys. So if we actually manage to get into this group and get going, we will be able to see what kind of horrific damage we are doing. Can also dismantle unused purple wills to get more. True. Yep, and the same with gold wills too, actually. Hold on. I want these chests. We're greeting the chests a little bit. Wait, I wonder if we could craft Muku. If we, dude, what if we actually do Steinman vaults and we craft our Muku chief? That would be crazy good, no? I don't think there's any way we could do Steinman's though. Our damage is gonna be too low. Da-da-da-da. Oh. Not gonna lie, I might have killed that hunter there. Wait, can I tank this? I can. Okay, we can't take the next one though. We can't take the next one. We gotta get going. Okay, we're chilling. All right, we just set up and we go back again. Wait, I'm gonna cancel and then do this. Oh my god, my damage is so bad, guys. My damage is so bad, guys. Oh my god, it's so horrifically bad. Oh shit, I'm ruining both those pools. Oh, we're not. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh. Okay, we're actually getting bust though, guys. Straight up. I'm getting beat by the dissonance. Hey, they said they just wanted bodies, okay? They said they just wanted bodies. And we can be a body. We can be a body for warmth. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, looks like we're gonna try and do the thing, guys. Oh no. We made it around, not like this. No, just go, just go, just go, just go. I was just trying to help you guys. Okay, so that's, by the way, the pro tech on how you like get around the wall. You can jump around the wall and make it to the other side in that case. Okay, we have to literally haul ass, guys. We have to haul ass, okay? There we go. Wait, we do this? We do this? Oh, not again, bro. Get back to the tank. Get back to the tank. There we go. We're dead. Wait, what the fuck was that, bro? Whatever it was didn't even load in. I think I got targeted by one of these or something. Oh, they better get Syntax out. Oh, he's getting slashed though. Wait, how did the other people die? People are just tanking the ice, bro. Just straight up tanking the ice. That's not good. Oh, they're getting a res off. Res off. Big res. Yo, double res. Don't stand on the ice. Don't stand on the ice. The chain res. Oh my gosh, bro. The chain res for the win. This is exactly why they say to bring Irona, by the way. That's like a perfect example on why Irona's OP. Even in nightmare mode raids. Okay, well, to be fair, guys, we didn't belong there at all, okay? We didn't belong there. We should not be here. But we did do a nightmare mode raid. Let's go, boys. Alright, we're up to 19 more shards. Very cool, very cool. 20k ability score the tank has? Oh my god, he does, bro. And he's solo tanked it. This is what I'm saying, man. Ability score doesn't mean shit. For real, that's actually pretty impressive. 20k ability score tanking in nightmare mode. Actually nuts. I didn't expect it, but I'm the GOAT. People, man, people. Hey, you okay, bud? You okay, bud?
Let's go.
Yo, call me Kimchi. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Really appreciate all the follows tonight, guys. You guys have been popping off. It's crazy. People are like, let's do bone too. Bro, I don't want to hold these guys back. I don't want to hold these guys back. The mage is not ready. The mage is not ready. That's my friend, one day old tank. Let's go. Dude, congrats to that guy, man. He actually did so good. Goated for sure, bro. Goated for sure. Okay. I think we're going to the next area, right? Where do we get more of our power from? Is it just from having better gear? Hollow, how do we do better gear? How do we do better damage on this character? Okay, life skill. We're gonna track this. Navigate. Okay, so it is on the opposite map. So we can just go up there. Yeah, it's crazy how far you can get. That's like the same thing with this character here. But I'm definitely not doing nightmare mode damage. That's for sure. You okay, bud? There we go. Yo, tell your friend that he's goated, by the way. When will the second half of the Loom event be available? I don't actually know, man. They're really cutting it close with that Loom event. You would think it would be available already, but... At least you're a beam, so it could have been worse. I mean, you're not wrong. Yo, how's it going, Zane? I'm pretty sure I saw you commented on my video, right? Your name looks familiar. I'm pretty sure I spelt it out earlier today. Also, welcome in, welcome in. I'm hoping that by playing more of the mage class, people will be like, okay, he actually knows what he's talking about, rather than just like shitting on mages for no reason. You know what I mean? I mean, not for no reason, but you guys get it, right? Like, it's different if you play it and say it's bad versus like if you don't play it and just look on the outside saying it's bad. Also, I'm really curious because like people in CN are saying the icicle is so strong. That's part of the reason why I want to just like really see for myself with changing my support. And it kind of works out anyway because it's like an intellect character for intellect, so it's my thought process anyway. I wish your characters tracked your like playtime. I'd be really curious to see if like I even hit like 25 hours yet. Or like 20 hours. Probably not, I would think. If I had to guess, I would say probably like 15 hours maybe on this character or less. Probably less. Yeah, dude, even when I'm sad because mage is bad, I'm still thinking about coming back to the game. I do need a casual one. This is actually a great casual game, man. And, you know, even though Beam is bad, or Beam and, you know, Icicle aren't in the best spot, you know, like I always tell people, man, play what you enjoy. You know what I mean? If you play on the global version, you should be able to find guilds and stuff like that. Like, people are still recruiting every single day in part of world chat and stuff like that, and they run raids and everything, and nobody's gonna care if you're in a guild, you know what I mean? And even then, like, dude, like people brought me into that raid right there. Like, I'm a nobody. Like, I'm in like 23k year score doing a nightmare mode raid. Like, that was, you know, as one of the worst classes in the game. You can find groups to get into no matter what spec you are, no matter what gear you are, etc. I'm also sad that Beam will be in the bottom on season 2. You know, as always, guys, take that with a grain of salt. You know, they also said that Mage was really good in season 1, and they also said that like Wolfpack fell behind at the end of season 1. Are you guys feeling like Wolfpack is falling behind? Because I'm not. I'm out here seeing hunters still pump into the moon constantly. So I think CN players just live in another world, man. Or maybe like they're literally just talking like from a whale perspective or something. I don't really know, but I think it's not worth it to like, you know, just take everything you hear from other regions with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Eventually, when we can see it for ourselves and we can see how people are like on average playing, you know, how a class is doing on average, then we can comment on it more. But don't get too caught up in like what's good in CN. Because you just never know, right? Context is always key. Is it a whale that they're comparing? Is it a dolphin that they're comparing? Is it a free-to-play that they're comparing? Are they comparing single target DPS? Are they comparing AoE DPS? Are they comparing overall dungeon DPS? You know, like, are they doing a 3-minute single target timer? Are they doing a 5-minute single target timer? Are they doing a 2-minute single? You know, there's all these different context pieces that make it unclear what exactly people mean by like what's the best DPS, right? So There's too much nuance, you know what I mean? There's just too much. And even for my personal list, right? That was like a overall, right? That was my experience on how every class across the board has been doing in the raids that I've been doing, in the dungeons that I've been doing, etc., right? So hi, bud. I'm gonna stay loyal with Beam. I'll just let my friends carry me. There you go, buddy. Play what you enjoy. That's the most important thing. People always forget that, man. That people like are too interested in meta chasing. But like, if you're not having fun playing whatever it is that you're playing, it's time for a change. Because if you're not having fun, you're not gonna play the game. You know what I mean? So have fun. Find people to play with. It'll all be all good. You can be the worst spec in the game, just make some friends. And it's all good. At the end of the day, nothing in this game is like too hard. That's worth doing anyway. Because like, you know, as the worst spec in the game, are you going to be able to do like master mode 20 of every dungeon? Probably not. As free to play anyway. Like, that's probably an unrealistic expectation, but you don't get anything for doing that anyway. Will you still be able to clear everything you can get like rewards for? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Personally, I've taken icicles that were random pugs. Me and FX carried a couple of icicles through some 16 dungeons and got them the score they needed for their mount. Like, it's all good, you know? You get some good DPS to balance out the bad, and it's all good. And you know what? You're gonna be there just pumping that AoE, man. If you're a Beam player, you're just gonna be pumping that AoE. And that's cool, man. That's helpful. We had a strat where we were working on, you know, M19 on Goblin Lair, and it was literally only possible because Hollow was going to the fucking moon on his Beam Mage. Without that, we would have had to figure something else out. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I tried Icicle and that hurt my hands, not gonna lie. Yeah, man, and like, and especially if it's like a physical limitation like that, like, just play what's fun and what works for you. You know what I mean? I would be interested in playing Yido, but to be honest, like, Moonblade is just so easy to play while I talk to chat or I'm fucking around or whatever, that like, I'm just gonna stick with Moonblade, and I really like it too, so. My dog is like, I'm starving, feed me. Unless I hit by a stun. Bro, that stun was... Did we ever figure out what was doing it? Like, what was the fucking deal with the goddamn stun? Oh, nice. That's more gems right there, boys. That's more gems. Boom. Hopefully we sell those. Okay. Wait, Hollow, what kind of gems do I get? What kind of gems do I get? True, Icicle for some reason is hard to play and bad at the same time. Terrible combo, I must say. Yeah. It's unfortunate, man. Also, I like started to get into this a little bit in the video. I think I'm going to make a video talking about specifically balancing classes outside of gear. Because like... and like a proper like video topic, like discussion topic, because it did seem like some people in the comments didn't really understand what I was saying. And like the point being is that like, because they are not balancing Icicle Mage, one, it's gonna play bad, it's gonna feel bad, and it's not gonna do any damage until you get your tier set, which is not great, right? Once you get your tier set, you'll probably be fine and it won't be a big deal. However, it's going to be a bad experience for everyone involved in that process. People are going to be bringing Icicle Mages because they're going to hear, oh, well, in CN, Icicle Mages are top 3 DPS. And you know what's going to happen is people are going to run the raid those first few weeks. And you know who's not going to be top DPS? icicle mages. And so everyone's going to think that everyone's, oh, we're chilling. We got a bunch of icicle mages. Well, it's not going to play out that way. And it's going to be a rough experience for those players until they get their raid set. But then more importantly, because of the way that they chose to balance icicle, you can see the reverse effect on everyone else. Everyone else that got a lot of balance patch changes, it means that their sets are very boring and they're very basic. They're just more damage in certain places and it's not very exciting or interesting. Whereas the icicle set bonus is actually kind of interesting and might actually change your gameplay a little bit, or at least feel different while you're playing it. So it's like a very interactive feeling tier set bonus, which is very cool, and I want them to do more of that. But they can't do that for the other classes because they balanced all the other classes in their actual class kits, and they didn't for Icicle Mage. Because Icicle Mage is so much further behind, it needs that really fancy set bonus to make it catch up to the other classes. Whereas if they gave a really fancy, cool, and interesting set bonus to the other classes, they would far surpass where Icicle is at right now, right? Which is again why their set bonus is so much more bland in comparison. So the only way that everyone gets very cool and interesting and powerful set bonuses is if everyone starts out at some kind of relative like starting line. If we don't start out at the starting line, we can't give the bonus or the big boosts from the set bonuses like in similar ways, right? Hopefully that makes sense. You want Ruby, Crit, Intellect Gem. Okay, great. I'm 100% sure when we get to over 60 in Vault, we're going to need Beamers. Wait, why? Why would we need Beamers? I think there's no scenario where you would ever need a Beamer. And the reason for that is because other classes exist. You know what I mean? If everyone was like a Thunderblade, that's one thing. But there's no scenario where you're gonna need beams. And honestly, just straight up, guys, when it comes to AoE damage, I would rather actually take a Skyward Wind Knight than a Beamer, if I'm being honest, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna say that that's like crazy and stuff, because Beam is #1 AoE DPS. But like, the trade-off, man, the single target damage, you're gonna lose out so much more taking a beam than a Skyward Wind Knight. They just do everything, you know what I mean? They do the crazy AoE damage and they also do really good single target damage. And it's the same thing for hunters to some degree as well, you know? So I don't think there's ever going to be a scenario where you need a beam. Can you make use of a beam? Yeah, definitely. You know, can you make it work? Obviously, definitely. There's always going to be times where you can come up with strategies to, and you should come up with strategies that like, each class that you have in your group, every friend that you have is like it's a piece of your utility kit. You know, you have to figure out like which pieces, which tools you're going to use to solve the puzzle. So, and that's what we were doing, right? Me and FX and Hollow, we were looking at what our classes bring to the table and said, okay, well, we can't normally do these huge AoE packs because me and FX play classes that are AoE capped, but we have a mage. So, it doesn't really lend itself to the smaller groups or the single targets. So let's just lean into that a little bit more with some of the bigger packs when we can, right? So it's about, again, like I said, using what you have at your fingertips, and making the most of it. But are you okay? Just checking the video real quick. Bud, are you okay? My dog is acting sus, guys. All right. So anyway, we're gonna buy which the ruby crit intellect gem. Gem crafting, ruby intellect. This one. Yeah. Okay, nice. We're getting closer. Should we farm out more gear, though? I guess is a better question. Because our gear isn't very good, like... I guess I could go Concerto and we could do some dungeons. I think none of our gear is optimized. Okay, set bonus. Yeah, we have crit mastery, versatility haste, luck haste, haste crit. Yeah, all of our stuff is just awful, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, also, if I was to buy stuff from the colorful store, how many materials could I get? I can get 10 materials. Maybe it's worth it to try and get our Muku. How many seller core do you have on your main account? Is that the ocean material? I haven't missed any yet, so whatever the maximum would be for regular drops. Imagine craft. Oh, maybe we upgrade our Muku Scout. Maybe that's the play. You can buy your rules. Level 100 gear material? Yeah, whatever the maximum is. So, like, I don't know, I think it's like 30 or 4. No, it's probably less than that. I don't actually know, man, to be honest. You'd have to catch me when I'm on it, you know what I mean? Fashion. Alright, can I just buy... Alright, we're buying all the Muku Scouts, guys. Stewie, calm down. Hey, you're stuck, okay? Calm down. Hold on. Here you go. Here. Come say hi to people. $23 if you didn't miss any raids. Yeah, I haven't missed any, so sounds like 23. He's a good boy, guys. He just gets kind of like gets a lot of energy going. He might need to go potty. Who knows? Who knows at this point? It could be any number of things. I did take him out right before I started stream though, so he probably should be okay. You okay, bud? Sometimes he just has trouble settling down, so I just have to like soothe him a little bit, you know? I don't blame you, bud. You can say hi? Here, I'll move this out of your way. I don't even know. Can you guys see him? Okay, you can see him a little bit. Not much. Go down a little bit. There we go. You good boy. Yeah, you good boy. Okay, you want down? Okay, be careful. Do you need help? Alright guys, I think unfortunately we gotta call it there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I greatly appreciate it. We'll probably be back tomorrow night, but depending on how things go with his chemotherapy here in a few hours, we'll have to wait and see. But we'll probably be back tonight. If we're not back tonight, we'll definitely be back the night afterwards. Usually we're just here anytime after 8 p.m. PST, you know, and just kind of vibing and doing stuff. So we are made pretty good progress with this character today. I think when we get those gems slotted in, we'll be good. But I think I want to farm a little bit better gear first, or see if we can get some lucky with a few runs here and there. Thank you guys so much for all the amazing follows and everything today. I really appreciate it, guys. For real, for real. You guys have been amazing. So many of you guys following today. We had Call Me Kimchi, Who's Aqua, Weasel, River, Langris, Handsup, I Am, and Wadi, and so many YouTube subscriptions today too, you guys. For real, I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions or anything, you know, feel free to comment on the videos and stuff like that and let me know. I'm happy to like cover any topics you guys want to cover too. One thing I want to try and do tomorrow night is there was a new QA that had the like CN side that they were talking about, kind of, I guess, like potentially some dungeon related stuff, like randomization in dungeons. So I want to check that out and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have to check it out. I'm excited for the QA though. It sounded like maybe it had some really cool stuff in it, like maybe some like roguelite dungeon things or something, or other content. I don't know. I'm hopeful. So but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go take care of my dog, and like I said, if we're not back tonight, or you know what would be tomorrow or whatever, we should be back the day after. Just like I said, sometimes with his chemotherapy and stuff like that, I do like to kind of focus on him and take care of him, and make sure he's all settled and everything. So I'm gonna go take care of him, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to follow any of the socials, feel free. That posts in both the YouTube and the Twitch chat. But yeah, feel free to follow me there, guys. On Twitter, I'm trying to get a little more active, but you know, mostly it's just like cool things happening in the gaming world. So, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out, guys. Have a good night, guys. Peace, peace, peace.